You know what's so crazy?
Have you started?
I It's so crazy because the beginning of the year, I was like, yeah, it's gonna be the 10th year of my company, and as the months went along, I forgot
That it was about to be
that was
the.
about to be because it's about to be that in November of
Okay.
this year.
Okay.
So I'm like, oh dang, when you actually said it, because I was like, okay, it's 2023. Okay, that'll be the 10 year. But then I'm like, wait, no, it's gonna be in November of this year. So I'm like, oh snap. So I was 21 when I started Mike Check Global,
Wow.
and I didn't know what the word entrepreneur was. It wasn't a buzzword. Being your own boss wasn't none
Yeah.
of that. I had $100,000 worth of student loan debt. I went to Berklee College of Music in Boston. Racked up a lot of debt. Dropped out after my second year
Wow.
because I mean I'm at 100,000. I'm like, I'm
Like
not
what the
finna.
hell? Yeah, I'm finna be deeper in the.
And it wasn't Harvard. It wasn't MIT. And
Yeah.
those schools were. It's in Boston, so that's like in Massachusetts, like 30 minutes away or something like that. They offered a master's degree and all these things in the college I went to. It didn't, which didn't make any sense. And I'm just
Okay.
like, okay, I dropped out of that, became a full-time artist, started releasing my own music. And I was like, well, I need to market my music to make money. And that got me into marketing. And then I realized that marketing also can be done for businesses. And I started to dibble and dabble in that, kind of freelancing. And then that's when Vlad TV really took off. And I started to interview artists, and I called it Mic Check. And that's how I started
Oh.
on YouTube. Yeah, I started
Okay.
interviewing artists, so it's like kind of full circle right now. I would literally have a guest like on a couch, kind of like Vlad TV, with myself over there, asking them questions.
Full circle.
Yeah, full circle.
How does that?
It just I
Just
didn't
you even
realize
just saying
it
that
just
right now,
now.
I'm like, damn, that is a full.
And I was living in a motel. Like it was a lot going on in that time period, and I had my set in a motel
Wow.
couch. Like if you go to youtube.com, / Mike Check Global, go to the oldest videos, you'll see it on an
Wow.
orange background with a couch and like an African like fabric we put over the
Yeah.
couch, and that's how I made paid every week. It was like I was charging a little bit of money to do the interviews, to make rent like $200 a week. And it was like
Wow.
$800. So I was like, if I do 7 or 10 interviews a week, I can pay for my room / marketing / sell CDs / performances, because I couldn't get a job. Why? Because the first job I had, I was 17, and I went to college. So those next 2 years, all of the employers were like, "You have no
What have
job
you done?
experience."
Yeah.
They like, "What have you done?" I'm like, "I was in school." Like,
And
but
then
you're
they're like,
19,
so where's the?
right? I'm like, I'm 19 though, and they're like, "Well,
You still need
you
these
still
things.
need some type of experience."
Yeah.
I'm just like, that, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. So,
I feel like we all do
Yeah.
it. That's probably the most
And
annoying
that's
thing about the
what
workforce.
that's what made me be what is called an entrepreneur, through just having to make it. Because
Yeah.
when I said I had $100,000 worth of student loan debt, eventually I had to get paid off. Not to be long-winded, my loan was a private loan. So a federal loan, you can base it off income. A private loan, they want their money. So I was paying interest only for a while until I had to pay $1,200 a month.
For your
Or-
loan?
Yes,
Holy shit.
yes, at that age.
God damn.
Yeah, so I turned into
Especially
just
at
a
that
savage,
age.
a savage hustler. Yeah, a savage.
I mean, thinking of that first stream, but thinking of that stream of income to say, okay, I'm going to create this, and if I can get this many people, then
Yeah.
this is what I can
I
pay
started
on, and I
doing math.
can.
I started doing math and just became just a money savage. I'm paying for it now because I gained a lot of weight over the years. I'm starting to lose it now, but yeah, I became a money hungry savage.
So you felt like you were just focused on making money? Like, was it making money in a space that you wanted to do, or was it
I
until
was
you figured out what you
heartbroken
really
because I
wanted?
couldn't be a full-time artist anymore.
Okay.
So I had to, and I couldn't get a job. But through my networking as an artist, I was able to do the interviews and through marketing tactics, develop services for artists and businesses. So I
Okay.
just became just a money hungry savage.
Why you keep saying it like that?
Because like
You looking back,
when
what
I
are you
tell
thinking?
you, when I tell you that's all I was thinking about, I didn't care how anybody felt. I didn't care about relationships in the aspect of like personal, because I had $1,200 a month I had to pay. So I would tell people I have an invisible house at 21.
Because you had a
It's
whole loan
100,000.
for it.
It's a
Yeah,
whole
you had a
loan.
whole loan for
And
it.
it wasn't, and when I realized that the payments I was making was interest. Interest only means you're not chopping down the tree.
Yeah, it's still
you're
there.
you're not lowering the principal.
You just paying off the interest for
And
them
I
to
was
make
like,
some money.
and they was like, well, to start chopping this down, you're gonna have to pay $1,200 a month, and that became, fire, because I can't bankrupt my parents who
Yeah.
co-signed me. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
that wouldn't be right.
Yeah.
Even though I don't recommend going to college for music. That could be a whole other segment, but I'll just end it right there.